Stories are duplicitous acts which we can't wait to watch unfold. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I will tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, this week's story is by Monalisa Jideofor, and it's titled Lagos. Hustle. Bustle. The air is warm and heavy, somewhat congested. I feel it almost wrap itself around my neck with every breath I take, teasing, threatening to choke. It's just like they said it would be, this Lagos, beaming carelessly with life. I stand in front of Cornwall at the Sele bus stop, having found my way there with the help of the young man from whom I buy a bottle of Ava water. The one whose head is laden with a red plastic dish which contains an assortment of cold drinks for sale. The one who all but prostrates when I tell him to keep the 450 naira change. I stand there, just as Joe instructed, waiting, taking in as much as I can from the sidewalk of a buzzing expressway on a muggy Thursday evening. My grip is tight on the handle of my medium-sized suitcase, and my eyes dart quickly from left to right, like one carrying stolen loot. I regard each passerby as a potential thief. They rub their bodies, shoulders, bags, and probably bits of their souls against me as they move, all with an entitled aggression. I watch, amazed at how seemingly different Lagos is from Owerri, the only city I have ever known, and consequently know like the back of my hand. Life is not this fast-paced in Owerri, and so it sparks my interest how each one of these Lagosians' movements is characterized by a sense of urgency which resembles that of the next Lagosian. Amazed as I may be, nothing prepares me for the sight of the woman who Joe climbs out of his car with. Joe. He is as loud as he has always been, and he barely tries to hide his excitement. Victor! Guy! You don't finally gree come Lagos. He laughs loudly and encloses me in a brief hug. The woman, Jenny, whom he introduces as his girlfriend, stands apart from us. A woman who I have always known as Sandra, from 5 years ago when we found ourselves studying the same university course. A woman who I congratulated only 3 weeks before on her engagement to a man who is not my cousin Joe. A woman whose eyes are now screaming in a language that only I understand. It is nice to meet you, Jenny. I have heard a lot about you. I sneer. I love Lagos already. Monalisa Jideofor is a writer who currently resides in Lagos. She's a project manager and storyteller who has resolved to live, love, and laugh her way through life. You can read more of her work on Substack at Finding Rainbows with Mo. And you can also connect with her on Instagram at Mona_JAEE. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, send an email to info@osadumebi.com, or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and tell a friend that Stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.